Hi Bloomers, I'm Wendy and you are listening to Bloom with Flores. I'm thrilled to have you join me for another captivating episode. In today's discussion, we will explore a fascinating topic around social media. Joining us for this insightful conversation is none other than the dynamic Domenico, a teenager with a unique perspective. I highly recommend you stay tuned for what promises to be a truly candid episode. Hi Domenico, I'm really excited to talk to you about social media and to have you on our podcast today. You're my best friend's son, whom I love dearly, so this is very informal and more of a conversation. And for the record, I did get her consent to record you today. Feel free to introduce yourself to our audience. Let them know your age and what grade you're in.
I'm in grade 8 and I'm 13.
What are some ways you use social media to connect with friends and family?
I use Instagram to text some of my friends, and I use Snapchat a lot. I text all my friends on there, and people that I meet, I usually just give them my Snap so we could talk more.
So what's the difference between Instagram and DMing versus Snap and messaging?
Instagram is people that you don't really know, people that ask for something. So for example, if someone asks oh, how are you, and we started talking more and more, I would give them my Instagram. If we were I would text them on Instagram, and then if we got closer, I would give them my Snap.
How has social media positively impacted your ability to stay informed about current events and trends?
So on TikTok, there's always new trends and things. On Instagram, there's always news and everything. So it's pretty easy to keep track of what's going on in the world.
Okay. So that's interesting because I didn't even know that. Have you ever used social media to collaborate on a project or work on a creative endeavor with others? For school?
Yeah, I use Google Slides and stuff and Google Docs. That's really it though. I don't really use Instagram or TikTok or nothing. Unless it's maybe a project or something and you want to go on Pinterest or something.
Right, to pull pictures and stuff like that and ideas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what challenges have you faced or witnessed related to cyberbullying on social media?
So there used to be we got our class photos last week or something, and people are zooming into the pictures and stuff and taking pictures of people and posting it around everywhere and making fun of them.
So do you think it could have been managed better either with your friends or with the adults or even with your teachers at school, or?
Yeah, I think it shouldn't never been an online thing. It should have just been you see it and you're done, unless you want to pay for it and get a frame for memories if you really want that. But I don't think you should be you shouldn't be able to take screenshots of it and stuff, because that could affect someone.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced a situation where something personal of yours was posted without your consent?
No.
No? Do you know of anybody that has had a...
Yeah, I don't really mind. It's not really my personal thing. But someone they got into a fight and then it ended up on Instagram and then everybody knows about it now.
Was it somebody that you knew, or is it just somebody that you saw?
It's a mutual so I met him before, but I haven't really talked to him that, friends and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when these videos go out, then it's almost like you now feel like you know the person, right? Because you know something about them now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So how do you deal with the pressure of social media?
I don't really have pressure myself, because I don't really post on social media, and if I do, it's just highlights of my sports that I play. But I know some of my friends they're always ooh, look at this person that viewed my profile, ooh, they're so cute or something. So
do you guys really look at the likes and how many people viewed the video or the picture? Is that a concern for you guys, or?
Well, it's not much of a concern. It's just oh, it's cool if you get 100 likes or something. One of my friends, he went viral on TikTok. He has almost 1 million likes on TikTok. He always talks about it, and then his account got banned, so
Okay, so in your opinion, do you think social media contributes to the spread of misinformation? You said that, the video of your friend or this person that you knew was posted. It was obviously negative
Yeah.
exposure. Do you think that it affects people negatively?
Yeah, obviously, like social media, like it's like fake news all the time, or it could be real news. You never really know. But
Yeah.
like some of my friends, like as I said, they get posted like on like stuff like that, and yeah, and people record it and then like use it against them. So it's not the best thing to be posted, but yeah.
How do you strike a balance between using social media for entertainment and maintaining a healthy offline life? Is it
Uh,
your parents kind of like manage that, or can
yeah,
you manage it yourself?
my parents manage it a little bit, but then I also manage it myself, like going out with my friends and stuff, like or like getting out, or like when my parents ask me to go out, they're like, "Oh, do you want to go out?" I'm like, "Sure." It's just like something to do, like so you get off your phone,
Mm-hmm.
because like sometimes social media creates a lot of problems, so like that's not always the best thing to be on.
Have you ever experienced something yourself negative? You said that nothing's really been posted about you and you don't post too much, but anything that you've experienced the negative effects of excessive screen time, do you think like it's like an addiction if you see other people or even for yourself?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to like always be on my iPad and stuff, playing games, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like it's not good for your health because like you get bigger, like you're not really aware of like how you're feeling. You're just like distracted on your device, but
Right.
yeah, it's always good to go outside and stuff.
Okay, so that's how you manage your online time. You tend to go out and hang out outside versus being inside and bored and
Yeah, like
okay.
it's not always good to be on TikTok just scrolling and scrolling. It's not good for your health, and yeah.
Okay, so what advice would you give to other teenagers about using social media responsibly?
Obviously, if you see something, don't just like post it and go tell a whole bunch of people. If it's really that like serious, you could go tell somebody like that like could deal with it,
Like an
or
adult.
yeah, or you could like ask the person to remove it that posted it.
Okay. So, do you think social media has influenced your generation's communication skills?
Positively, cause like you text people online and stuff, and then like you get to know them better. But like if you're texting people online all the time, it's not really good for like social community, like out off the phone. It's not really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Like more, you do less in person, more text kind of
Yeah.
thing, right? And you don't really get to know the person.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so, looking ahead, how do you envision the role of social media in your life as you grow older? And what changes would you like to see in the social media landscape?
Social media is like it could be good and bad for you. Like it has its benefits and it has its downsides, but I like Instagram and TikTok. Like I like it, but like I can't see myself using it like for hours a day, because that's just too much.
Yeah, it's exhausting,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So you seem to have a good balance between, like your personal, you're an active
Yeah.
teenager. I know that. Um, you play football,
Yeah.
right? Do you find that there's a lot of competition in sports with social media as well?
Yeah, most definitely. Because people they like to talk like smack online and stuff, but like when you're really there, they don't really say anything.
So, like when you're competing against another team
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, this team was talking a lot of smack, and then when we were there, they weren't saying anything. They were just quiet.
prior to the game.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Interesting. So, because that's also happened to my son, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're playing soccer and like it goes offline, and sometimes, they post stuff or it's back and forth. I find that's a lot of bullying as well, right? So sometimes the parents have to also monitor what the child is doing, and how the child is reacting to these comments, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like if you in the future like became a professional athlete, how would you navigate social media? Do you think that anything that you've posted now would come to haunt you later, or do you think that you have been really good so far that nothing that you've said is really going to affect, let's say, your professional career in the future?
I think I've done some questionable things, but I don't think like it would like haunt me later in like my future. I don't think.
Okay, and on that subject, what would you say to somebody that's on social media and is posting things that are not going to reflect good for them in the future? What would you say to them?
If you have a bright future, like you're an athlete or you're really smart, or even if you're not the smartest, just don't do it, because it's not like it's gonna affect you in college or in high school when you want to get into it somewhere. Yeah.
Is that something that you and your friends have talked about?
No, we don't really talk about like school and stuff. We just,
Okay. Well, Domenico, thank you very much for speaking to me today. I really appreciate your input, and I wish you all the best in, finishing your grade 8 and then going off to high school.
Thank you.
And is there anything else you want to say to our audience?
No, that's really it. Just be careful on social media.
Okay.
And what you do.
There you have it, Bloomers. A heartfelt thank you goes out to Domenico and his mom for graciously allowing me to engage in conversation with him today and share his valuable insights. We trust that you found this discussion both informative and enjoyable. As we bring today's episode to a close, we invite you to share your personal stories in the comments or through our social media channels. Your stories inspire us and help us grow together as a community of bloomers. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and until next time, keep blooming.